This movie rocks. I could sum up this review with those three words. Studio 666, directed by BJ McDonnell and starring the Foo Fighters, is unapologetically campy, over-the-top gruesome, and endlessly funny. You could go into this movie not knowing who the Foo Fighters are and still have a fucking good time. The closest thing I can compare this to is Tenacious D in The Pick of Destiny, in that it kinda has a self-awareness to it. It recognizes how stupid it is, and it doesn't give a single shit. All this movie cares about is being an entertaining ride, and it absolutely delivered. And what's even funnier is it legitimately works as a horror movie. The kills in this movie are some of the most brutal and creative deaths I've seen in a horror movie in a while. That scene with the chainsaw had me bursting out laughing. The visuals in these sequences are really well put together. The filmmaking in general is really solid. Like, I haven't seen this director's other works, but I wouldn't mind seeing more from him after this. Naturally, the movie has a banging soundtrack, and all the band members, despite not being, actors, work really well off each other. If I had to dig really deep for something to complain about, I'd say that the ending kinda went on a bit long. Like, you'll know what I'm talking about when you see it, but there's a nice epic moment where I feel like it could have stopped, but then sort of a second climax forms, and that goes on for a bit before finally wrapping up. Like, it wasn't bad, it just felt like you could have cut it and it would have been just as effective. But again, that's a major nitpick. This movie is still one of the most fun times I've had in a theater. Check it out if you get a chance and let me know what you think. I'd give it a 4 out of 5.